So beautiful.
So lush and lovely.
Yeah.
I don't think of this when you think of Ayers Rock.
Yeah. I think of like a barren red
With a couple of kangaroos jumping around and Chinese tourists.
Yeah. With a couple bushes.
On dingo. Comfy bench.
Very comfy. It's so comfortable. Like the way it slants in, and it just like it's directioned here, but then there's a little thing here, like a swoop.
I reckon we need one for our back garden at home.
We do, and it's just you gotta sit on it. It's so comfortable, and it's polished so you don't get splinters.
Beautiful. So I was just talking to a tour guide, and he was saying that the highest point of Ayers Rock is about 350 metres high.
And the lowest point is.
And he was saying that underneath the earth, the rock's basically like an iceberg, and that the lowest point underneath the earth is up to 2 kilometres deep. So that just gives you some idea of how monstrous this rock is. Only a little bit is poking out the top. So what I think we should be doing is digging out one side so you can see the whole rock on one side, and then the other side we can leave it like this. Why?
Look at this panorama.
You've got to admit that'd be cool though, right?
It would.
Yeah, I don't know why I have to think of everything. Why hasn't anyone else thought of this?
Now look at this picture.
There's a waterfall that comes off Ayers Rock. The water is just absolutely crystal clear. It's unbelievably clear. I wonder if there'd be fish in there. I doubt it, because I imagine most of them would dry up. Oh, look at that. Look. It's a huge tadpole or something.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, I see it.
What
It's still now. Oh, there's a couple of them.
Yeah, it's like a monstrous tadpole. It's like a tadpole on steroids.
How are you zooming in that far? How have you got to 9
Just better looking, I suppose.
Are you on... How
There's
did you
another
get to
one there.
9 times zoomed in?
Magical. Look at that one moving.
Why didn't it goes up to 3 times?
Dipped out. Yours is the same generation phone as mine.
But yours is a frog.
Oh, you can hear the frog. Hear the tappy sound?
Yeah.
So that's
Send
the
me
frog,
video
and
of
here's
the
the
tadpole, 'cause I
tadpoles.
can't get it.
They're very big tadpoles. They're sort of more like turd
Yeah.
poles. And then you can hear that frog.
And you can see water dripping down over there. Use your super zoom camera.
Super zoom camera. There's water. Oh, look how good you can see it.
Yeah.
See the water cruising down the rock. And all the algae all over the rock.
Algae?
Algae, that's the black.
Is that all algae?
It's all algae.
I thought that was all just the colour of the rock wood.
No, it's algae.
Seriously?
Cereal.
Wow.
I think that frog's trying to sound like a dripping tap.
Yeah. I've seen the little water droplets over there.
I met a guy here, and he was telling me that he is a school teacher, and 20 years ago he brought an Aboriginal boy, which he met in Alice Springs, to Uluru, and then taught the boy about Uluru because he didn't know much about it. And then he came back to Sydney, and he felt like that was a really fulfilling thing to do. So then he arranged the next year, he came back up to see that same boy, and that boy told some of his friends, and then he took the boy and his friends to Uluru, which is about 4 hours away from Alice Springs, and 4 or 5 hours. And then the following year he came again, and he kept learning more and more about Uluru, and he's been doing this now for over 20 years, he said, and he now brings a minibus full of boys or kids. No, so kids. And he said it's pretty amazing. He said he comes really early in the morning and they all just get on the bus. He said he doesn't know who the parents are or whatever. And then he has them for the whole day, and then very late at night he just drops them off at a spot and they all just disappear into the night. No idea who their parents were. And he said most of the children have got no idea anything about their own culture or anything. He just teaches them about their own culture. He said some of them are very, very interested. Some of them don't give a crap. They're just looking for an interesting day out. Very, very interesting conversation. He said he felt that was very fulfilling, and it's something that he really enjoyed doing, teaching the Aboriginal kids about their own culture. That'd be right. This is a video of me stop swimming. So one thing you don't see though is Aboriginal tour guides. You see South African tour guides, Australian tour guides, Chinese tour guides. But apparently Aborigines aren't into things like being on time. So, well, yeah, like Emily would make a good Aborigine, wouldn't you, Emily? Because she's not into being on time. But apparently some of the tour companies really, really try to employ Aboriginal tour guides, but there's two main problems. One is a lot of Aborigines actually don't know much about their own culture. Various ones know bits and pieces, but they're not really into researching like a lot of us are. And then also they're not really into being on time and stuff. So
Once again, these are all generalizations.
Everything in life is a generalization, and absolutely it's a generalization.
Not everything in life, just everything you say.
Everything, that was a generalization too. Like the Easter show apparently really tried to have an Aboriginal didgeridoo dude at the Easter show for the big closing ceremony thing, but they had to get a white guy and paint him.
Pardon?
Remember, we're supposed to meet Mum at that other car park.
Now?
Yeah, because we were going pretty slowly again.
Ah.
I reckon it'd be really cool if someone made a model of Ayers Rock to put in your fish tank. Because I didn't realise that Ayers Rock's got all these caves and stuff. And that'd be cool. Watch your fish swimming through all the caves and then have it so it's like a big hollow Ayers Rock. And your fish can swim around inside it, but it looks like a big red Ayers Rock to go in your tank. So the different caves have got different reasons. Apparently this is the kitchen cave. Some they teach in, some they hang out in, some they eat in. I wonder if there's a gimp room cave. You big fat rock. It's very sensitive, this rock. So apparently some of the parts of this rock are sensitive to photographs and videos, and other ones are not sensitive. How do they know which part of the rock is sensitive? So I think that's the Olgas over there. We'll go there tomorrow. They say that Uluru is very sacred. Parts of it are definitely very holy.